Have you ever really stopped to think about the people you surround yourself with? I mean, really think about it. Because they have this profound, almost invisible power to shape the entire course of your success and happiness. It's an idea we kind of take for granted, but honestly, it might be the single most important factor in your whole life. So that brings us to this big, essential question. Who are you giving your time to? And I want you to take a second and really think about it. That time is your most precious, non-renewable resource. The answer you come up with could be the most defining one you have all day. And the answer to that question is so critical because there's this invisible influence constantly at play. It's like this hidden force working on us in the background of our lives, and it comes directly from the people we choose to spend time with. And look, this isn't a maybe, it's a certainty. The conversations you have, the attitudes you soak up, the mindsets you're around all the time, they are absolutely going to steer you. So the question isn't if your circle will change you, it's how. And that makes your choice of company one of the most critical decisions you could possibly make. Now, this invisible influence isn't always positive. In fact, a lot of the time, there's a downward pull. You could almost call it the gravity of cynicism. It's this subtle force that can hold you back without you even realizing it's happening. And here's the tough part. Sometimes this pull comes from people you genuinely care about. You start to grow, you get motivated, and some friends might subtly try to pull you back down. Now, it's usually not malicious, right? It often comes from their own fear or insecurity, because your growth accidentally shines a light on where they're staying put. Think of it like two different tides. On one side, you have the cynic's tide. It pulls you down, it just drains your energy, and it smothers any spark of optimism. But then you've got the optimist tide. That one lifts you up, it boosts your energy, and it makes you feel like anything is possible. We've all felt both of these, haven't we? I mean, think about what it actually feels like to be in a conversation with a true cynic. It's like all the possibilities just get sucked out of the room. This heavy, what's the point kind of fatalism takes over. There are no new ideas, no creative sparks. It's a conversation that just consumes energy but creates absolutely nothing. President Calvin Coolidge just nailed the whole issue with this incredibly sharp and powerful quote. Cynics do not create. Simple as that. They don't build, they don't innovate, they don't move anything forward. They are, in a very real sense, the enemy of potential. Okay, so if that's the problem, what's the solution? Well, it's not about just letting life happen to you, it's about being proactive. It's about consciously, deliberately choosing your circle, a strategy we can call choosing the happy few. And let's be super clear about this. It is more than okay to be selective with your time. This isn't about being mean or just cutting people off. It's really an act of self-preservation. It's a powerful investment in yourself and your future. Your time is valuable. It's about time we started treating it that way. And here's the best part, the real aha moment. You don't need some massive life overhaul. You don't have to go find a whole new group of friends overnight. This entire shift, this huge change, can begin with just one person. That is literally all it takes to get started. So why just one person? Because enthusiasm for life, that real optimism, it is incredibly contagious. When you hang out with people who have that energy, you get a head start. You start to catch it. Their belief in what's possible starts to become your own. It creates this amazing positive feedback loop. All right, so we've covered the why. Now, let's get down to the how. Here's a tangible, super straightforward action plan that you can literally put into practice today. Okay, so this simple plan comes from Dr. Andrew Weil. It's 3 steps. Step 1, just take a minute and list the people in your life who make you feel more alive, more optimistic. You know who they are. Step 2, look at that list and pick just one person. That's it. And step 3, make a real concrete plan to connect with them this week. That's how simple and how powerful this can be. Now, this simple little practice of choosing your company, it leads to something so much bigger than just having a few better conversations. This one action is the first step toward building what the philosopher Kierkegaard called a passion for potential. And that's the real goal here. So here's the crucial point. This whole thing isn't just a defensive move to avoid negative people. The ultimate goal is all offense. It's about actively cultivating an eye that, in any situation, sees what is possible. It's about fundamentally rewiring how you see the world around you. And this brings us to this just beautiful, profound idea from Kierkegaard. He said if he could wish for anything in the world, it wouldn't be for the usual stuff, not wealth, not power. It would be for this passionate sense of the potential, for the I, which, ever young and ardent, sees the possible. And then he lands this incredible insight. Pleasure disappoints, possibility never. The joy, the real, lasting fulfillment in life, is found in chasing what could be. That is the one well that will never, ever run dry. So we're going to end right back where we started, but with a new focus. The question isn't just about who you spend your time with anymore. The real question is, who will you intentionally connect with, starting this week, to build that eye for the possible and unlock your own true potential?